All right, a little late. I've had some technical problems as usual.
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
Cold, man. It's just cold. It's been
We had
nasty.
like there's you are one too.
Ryan, he
Hey Ryan, how you doing?
good guy, real good
Cool.
guy.
How do we
Yeah.
sound, Ryan? Too loud? Too soft? Okay.
Am I too loud? I might be too loud.
I don't. Well, not to me, but
Um, yeah, it's just been cold, crazy cold here. I mean, like last week it was like summer.
yeah.
Actually, some of my flowers started blooming.
Oh yeah, we got
Believe it or
we
not,
got. All
but
right,
it's
cool.
cold.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
Uh, so well, it was like 60 degrees here today.
Oh,
Windy,
really?
a little
No,
windy, but
very windy. No, it wasn't that. It's like 38 right now.
yeah.
So it's chilly, and the night's even worse. But it's going to break soon enough. You know. So I sent you the the new fads of those like the Boss Katana Go, that little portable thing. It just plugs in
The go,
your
yeah, and
yeah. And
the pod. There's PJ Covey. Hey PJ, what's up, man?
hey BJ, hey Frank.
Frank
Speaking of
Steve.
Frank, he ordered. I believe he ordered the Katana Go.
Good.
Yeah, but it's like back ordered right now. It's cheap. That one's only I think
119, I think.
yeah, 100 yeah, 119 bucks. And I'm curious, of course it sounds good when you're listening to it on YouTube.
Well, that's like I said in the email I sent you. You know, those first of all, those guys play for a little better than most of us, and
Yeah, they're all good. It's like
and
every YouTuber's got is reviewing it. They got one. Every YouTuber, popper YouTuber.
but one thing that sounded impressive was I think on the Katana. I'm not sure about. I don't believe it on line 6, but the Katana. Apparently, the factory presets are pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. And the other one, the
The
Line
pod.
Six,
Well, that
it's based on the Helix.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
mini helix
yeah.
without a foot. With hey, there's Larry,
Hey
Larry's
Larry.
guitars. What's going on, dude? But I would be very skeptical of any of the fact presets on the line 6 thing being worth a crap because let me tell you something. The Helix, I got the Helix floor, which is about as much Helix as you can get, I think, still
Mm-hmm.
until they come out with something new. And I would say I think they give you 128 factory presets, that they've done, and they keep adding more, and they have artist presets and all. If there's 20 that sound something that's usable to me, now I'm not into metal, so maybe if I was into metal, some of them are okay for metal, but they
Mm-hmm.
sound like. I mean, I would love to would love to have been a fly in the room when they, oh, this sounds good. Let's put this in to the
Yeah,
software,
yeah.
hardware, or whatever the hell it is. It's it all gets into the
I,
system. They
I
sound
think.
terrible. Quentin,
Hey
Quentin, the
Quentin.
Q, Mr. Q, what's up?
Yeah, I just figure they want to get on these bandwagons, get these cheap interfaces or whatever. But for 120 bucks, I need it?
Right,
I no,
right.
with all the I still got the Helix Native. I got a real good thing. I doubled the well, actually, the patch, the one I like, Boston Pizza.
Well, yeah,
I enabled. Well, he already had it in there. I enabled the second.
snapshot.
Yeah, not the second shot. The second delay in
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah.
I tweaked it. I got a pretty good sound out of that 119 or $119, $16 guitar right there.
Right, right.
I did get that super glue. It solves the problem. I put a dab on, because
Oh, on the fret, on the
yeah,
fret.
yeah. It's like the front. They're banged in
Yeah,
there, but
right,
they're just like on the bottom end, just enough where it doesn't touch where
right.
it'll catch underneath it.
It was
It
catch
works.
a string.
It
Good,
works
good,
like a charm. I did it
good,
yesterday,
good.
and even that tuner I got on there, that tuner was popping open. I fixed that, so it worked really good. But
Good, good.
I was in here like OU812, he does a show a couple times a week, and he'll have people jamming with each other, jam against
Right.
backing
Backing
tracks.
track.
And I'm going to say this: I'm going to do one first, Ryan. I think I might be able to do the Pink Floyd stuff because it's not 80,000 miles an hour like all the other stuff you guys play. I might be able to do that, and I might put a video up there. And you tell me if it's good enough.
Johnny Bean is in the house. Hey, Johnny Bean. What's
Johnny
happening,
Bean
dude?
is it? Johnny Bean is in the house. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, I know. I've been practicing with that E minor stuff. The Pink Floyd stuff, and it's fun. I mean, you don't have to play fast,
You
and it
don't have to
just
play
gets.
fast.
Yeah,
There's some old guy.
he has some shredders in there. I mean, everybody's really good. He'll have 6 or 8 people on his channel playing,
Right.
and they'll play the backing tracks.
Right.
And he did. Right, I complimented you. You did the Summer Nights of Van Halen, and so I guess it's in 2 different keys. He's playing with one of those Steinberger guitars where you can, I guess you can just change the key by the flick of whatever. So, but I'm looking at YouTube. So a lot of people do have, they're using a capo and then pushing it off or what. One guy, I forget his name. He's doing it where he's playing the actual chords. He plays it well. I forget this guy's name, but he's been around a long time. But it's like it's like a hard, it's a hard song to play, man. It is a hard song to play. What a hard
Well, you can
song.
go. There's a what do you call it? An effect or what? I guess it's an effect or whatever. Something in the helix that you can make your guitar into E flat.
Oh yeah, you can change the pitch. Yeah, I never.
Pitch. It's one of the pitch
Did
things.
you ever
I
mess
don't mess with
with?
it.
I never knew.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I heard
playing
somebody
any
say
flat.
it recently. Yeah.
Hey, Larry, are the factory presets any good? I think I already asked you this, and you said they weren't. But are the factory in the Fractal, the FM9 or whatever you have, are the factory presets any good? Because I mean, Quentin, you had a Helix, and Larry, you got a Helix. I think you guys got agreement. Almost all of the 90, let's say 90% of the factory presets suck. I'm not freezing up, am I?
No, not now. Yeah, Quentin had the Helix. He got rid of it. He's playing with
He's got
a
one of
Digitech
those,
360 XP or something like that, or 365.
I thought he had some kind of thing like your Helix Native, but
He
the Fractal
he.
or
Anyway, Quentin's he finally got his sound
Axe
together.
Effects. I thought he had the Axe Effects.
No, he had a Helix floor. He had a Helix floor,
I know
or maybe the rack one or something. Anyway,
good.
Quentin, he played on the Ryan show Sunday, and with not a
cool.
problem at all, and the sound was good with that Digity do RXP 360 XP. They don't make them anymore. You can see for
RXP 360. Okay,
under $100 a lot of times. I thought, but yeah.
Before I got the Helix, I had the RP 1000.
You had awesome. the big boy.
Yeah, well, that's what I like. See, look, I don't utilize the Helix the way somebody that knows what they're doing. I don't do snapshots.
You utilized it more than what I did.
Right,
I think
but
you knew how to do a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 10 buttons I can push, and every time I push a different button, I get a different sound. Whether it's a clean or a chorusy, like a rhythm guitar, what I call, I play my rhythm clean. I can't chug chords with distortion. It just it doesn't sound good when I play that way or try to play that. So, and then I have 5 clean at the top, and at the bottom I have 5 different lead patches. So I just push a different button. Whereas, you can have the same preset, but you can put it in stomp mode and turn on and off effects. Mm-hmm. That doesn't interest me.
So you knew how to use it physically. Yeah. I had to do everything through HX Edit. I didn't know how to do it. Other than updating it.
Did you ever put it on the floor? You always had it on the desk, didn't you?
I have had it on the floor, but I actually had it right here at one time.
Yeah.
But because I never used it that way, and I didn't. It was harder for me to.
Janice is in the house. Hey, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
Janice Lala.
Frank's got a question for you, Don.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by guess what? James.
I had I had Turkey Hill iced tea. That's what I had. Diet iced tea.
St. Patrick Day is a big deal for my wife and her girlfriend and husband came down from Baltimore and stayed in Ocean City. They have a big
Yeah.
parade Saturday in Ocean City the day before St. Patrick's Day,
Hmm.
and so I'm basically Janet's designated driver, so I'm making up for lost time with my Jameson. He's
Right. Right.
one drink and I'm about done because I'm driving. Ice Johnny's. I had iced tea last stream. I didn't. I don't think I had any indulgence
I
last
had my drink of the year. I guess New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah, she had some of that, something like what I had a couple years ago. What I that red stuff, which I had too much of.
Margarita,
Yeah, and
right?
I haven't had. That was the last time I had a drink
Okay. All right.
2 years ago until this New Year's Eve.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to make your guitar sound better
Any
without an
interference?
interface? Well,
That's
you could.
tough, Janice.
Well, the only way I know, I mean, if you mic it, if you put, and Ryan's and he can answer that better than me. OU812. If you mic it, literally, you have to drape. You're still going to need an interface for that. But if you're coming out of your, just a webcam mic, yeah, it's not going to work too well.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Johnny
the
Bean.
pros
Okay.
will they'll mic it. They'll actually put maybe two mics on them. And, have an interface, and I never tried that. I
Well,
mean, I can't. I don't have no amps now except for. Oh, you can see my. Can you see my? Oh, you can't see it. You see my little Mitch me right there to the left. It's my THR10X,
oh, okay.
which I want to start hooking. I want to hook that up again. That thing still has some good tunes in it. I mean, I need to start playing with that.
That's a little amp, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
little
It's
amp.
down there
It's
on the
that's
floor corner, down in the yeah.
it's a practice amp, but it's got really good sound. I mean,
But you can go.
when
You
I'm
can.
using it in here, you don't know I'm using a 10 watt, thing,
But you can hook that into your interface or computer, right?
yeah, or use it as an interface.
Use it.
Normally use it,
Oh,
yeah,
really? Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yep, it worked as an interface, yeah. Um,
Quentin
yeah,
praised the
Quentin,
bias effects, but Ryan told
yeah,
me
it wouldn't
stop.
work. He tried bias effects, but he has
Yeah, the last time I haven't visited Quentin lately, so that's cool that you
we
Digitech
tried.
has good effects. Digitech
I
has good.
tried helping him set it up. I couldn't even log into his computer because his internet connection was so slow, and it just killed anything I tried to do.
Real.
He's
Well,
got
I
the
know.
like, I don't know, 10 megabytes up or something, maybe less than that. But he's got good stuff now. He has a
Oh,
nice
good.
interface now that it'll work and
Cool.
works
Good.
with, so he can use his Digity Do.
Don't touch anything, Q.
Yeah, yeah. But I haven't bought any gear. I haven't bought anything in like 2 months. I don't think. I
There's
think that
nothing I want to buy.
Leo James cheap that Leo James Monsoon's the last thing I got. But I do keep them. I do keep on looking at. And why would I need this? The Rodecaster Pod 2, which is what, or Pro 2. That's what these guys use when they're doing. Some of them anyway on OU812 show. What he's doing, he's using the actual amps, going into a mixer and following all this stuff and following into his Rodecaster Pro 2. And it's, I mean, really, really.
This summer, I might buy some new speaker kit because my this PA system I bought sounds like shit.
Really?
But I don't know if it's it. It doesn't have any headphone. Doesn't it? It's I don't know. It's not what I miss my Behringer that I had back in Catonsville, and
Oh, you reminded me.
and I I had way too big 15-inch cabinets, which I did not need, but they sounded great.
Hmm.
I don't have enough room for that, but the 10-inch that I got from this company, whatever the name of it, I can't even remember. Rockville. because nobody really makes these things anymore.
Oh, look, my Nightbot worked. I don't know if somebody
I was just going to say Nightbot's in there. I still don't. Why do you need that?
Well, I have it. I have it set where I didn't put that in there. I don't know if it does that automatically or someone knows the commands in here. I don't. I have it set up this. Thanks. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe. I have that set to come up every 20 minutes. But if you know there's commands, if you can initiate it from in here. I don't know the commands. I don't. Unless it does that piece of cake. Stop spamming. Caps. Warning. I don't know if it does that automatically or not. But you can have it set up if somebody says a cuss word, they can get a warning, or you can kick them out and stuff like that. So you don't have to have an actual live person do it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, right now we got Frank C as a moderator.
Yeah, Frank C is a moderator. But other people might know the command how to use. Well, I know other people might know how to use chatbot and know the commands. I don't. Yeah, I know Johnny Bean. He's been using it for years, and I kept on saying. I see all this shit. I got to try. I got to look into it someday. Look into it someday. So I did last week. I just messed around with it, but I don't know all the ins and outs of it.
Gotta run. All right, Johnny Bean. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, it's been around.
Oh, he's got a show. He does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he'll have a million people in his show. We got our little.
Man,
thing. I'll tell you, times have changed, Mitch. Back in the day, I guess back, COVID and when we were really going strong with these live streams, you were like leading the league in moderators.
Who?
You got one moderator. You all kinds of moderators.
Oh, I changed that. Yeah.
Oh, you changed that?
Yeah, okay. I don't want.
Okay, that's cool.
Some people that are, you know how it is. People you think that are your friends are really not your friend. You know how.
Right. Gotcha.
But oh, you mentioned all right, Bill's Music House. It was just on the news. A guy stole a Les Paul. I think it was a Les Paul out of there. Just walked out. It was on video.
Oh my god!
Recently, so they got a picture of the guy. Of course, his face is covered somewhat.
Right.
But just walked. He was just looking at it. There's people in there playing stuff. And he's looking. This one was on the floor on a little.
Well, they got girls. When you walk in the front, like as you walk in the door on your right, I got to use my left hand. On your right is, the little office area where the reception.
That's right. It's been like 30, at least 30 years since I went in there.
Some people, got to pay attention.
Yeah,
that place is a frustrating place to try to. A lot of times, you can't find anybody to help you.
Do they have parking there? Parking off the street?
They have a little parking off, but there's usually plenty of parking on the street.
Okay, yeah. I always parked on the street, but like I said, 30 years ago.
But they have on the side, you probably get 15, 20 cars parked there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus employees.
But I guess it was one of the Hagen guys. I don't know if it's
This is a music store that was right up the street from where I used to live before I moved down here.
Me and Don didn't know each other, but we lived within like 20 miles of each other, when we grew up, and we didn't know each other until, I don't know, 7 years ago from YouTube.
I guess somewhere. Something
like
that.
Yeah. But it's ironic how we lived close to each other.
I guess there's a reason to have the Nightbot on there. I wouldn't have it. He's trying to get. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, I put that up.
Oh, you put that?
Yeah, so to remind people to like and subscribe. So I have that set to go every 20 minutes. But there's other commands in there too. You have to initiate it. You have to add it in there. Or if some people they know the commands, they can make stuff come up in here.
Oh, okay. See, I'm reading it as like that's Nightbot wanting people to subscribe to him.
No. Oh, I got you. No, it's
again.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, I could say it to Mitch's channel.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I get you.
But anyway, from the few videos I watched on the Katana Go and the Pod Express, Line 6 Pod Express, the Boss Katana Go, they sounded great. You wouldn't. I mean, if you didn't see what they were playing through, you wouldn't know if that was a Helix or a Katana amp.
Yeah,
which I
I
know the
agree. I
katanas
agree.
have real good sounds from the videos I used to watch on them. I thought about buying one time, but I already had the Helix. It's like, why have
You know
effects on
how
top of effects? I can't see doing that. So
I like to geek out and do stuff, and that the Katana Go, it's cheap, and but do I really need it? No. See, when I got rid of my Boss Katana 100, it had I could use it as an interface and everything. You could do a lot of stuff with that, but I wasn't using it. I mean, it didn't make sense. I couldn't use it as an amp because Margaret, I can't play it on 5 watts. She screams. Uh, SD
yeah,
3000 delay built in.
3G. Is that's not. Yeah, we don't want the 3G guy here.
Oh, I missed it. Who is that?
I didn't see it, but I think Frank got it. Frank put GGG guy 3G. I don't think we want him. He
I missed it. Where?
I didn't see it. I mean, I'm using the StreamYard
Me
chat, so it's
too. So am
behind.
I.
It's slow. It's slow compared to. Let me bring up the pop up chat just for giggles. See if it's any faster. All right, talk to Mitch because I'm. It's going to take
All
me
right.
forever to do this.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice. Out of
No, I don't see. I
practice.
don't see where anybody was kicked or.
Okay. Unless they're talking about it, maybe 3Gs is some new product. I don't know. Mitch
Ah,
Wendell,
I don't know. I really don't know.
live. Mute. Mute.
Hey, Rick. Hi, Rick Hefner.
Uh,
Rick is in the chat.
all right. You know what happened? I've noticed this when I bring up live streams.
Mm-hmm.
There's no. The first time I do it, there's no chat box for me to. Very
Oh,
weird.
on the live stream.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm on
Mm,
YouTube now. I'm on the YouTube page, and I've got
right.
you and me. I've muted it. It's live, and there's a chat box on the right, but it's blank. And isn't that weird?
Let me go to my. Let me
It's
see
not.
what it's doing for
It's
me.
not your computer. It's my computer's. All right, let me try it again.
Um. All right.
Come back.
It's displaying on mine.
Yeah,
Seems
it's my something about this is a. All right, let me try. I'll come in this way. Donna Mitchell live. Isn't that crazy? I can't do the pop-up chat because there's no chat on my computer.
That's weird.
It's my computer.
It's not loading up.
Yeah, isn't that weird? All right, well, I'll just go with
Is your
StreamYard. I'll go with the StreamYard chat.
yeah?
Rick
That might be.
Hefner, what's happening, Rick?
Sounds like it's an internet
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I have and the Katana. Yeah, what is an SD 3000 delay?
I guess it's mimicking
Some pedal.
some pedal.
Some
Yeah, I
pedal.
guess Frank will tell you.
Who makes SD? Is that a Boss delay?
I don't know. I don't. I know nothing about pedals. I had 3 or 4 in my life. Even when
But
I
I
played
can
when I was a
say
kid.
that if I had never got into something with all the foot switches like the RP 1000, that's why I got that one because that had about 8. I did the same thing when I had the Digitech before I got the Kassan. There's Larry Riker.
Hey,
What's
Larry.
up? Don't know him,
Yeah, I know Larry.
but I know Mitch does.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be here.
he's from a long time ago. I think he does stuff on Joe Wants Show. I think it's if it's the same Larry.
Road. Oh, Roland. Okay, yeah, Roland. Anything Roland is
Okay,
exceptional. I had a
there you go.
Roland GP16 back in the late 80s, early 90s. Man, that thing was phenomenal. I bought the pedal thing for it,
Mm-hmm.
but it in a drunken stupor playing, I moved and pulled because it was up high and I had the guitar cord plugged into it. I pulled it off and it broke the on-off switch.
Oh no.
So I tell you what, if that hadn't happened, I'd still be using that because you could. That was like one of the first processors that you could rearrange where the effects were. Whereas most back in the earlier days, when you got a multiprocessor, you had the signal chain of the effects was predetermined by the manufacturer.
Mm.
But with the Roland GP16, it was 16 bits. So at the time, now everything's 32 or 64 or whatever the hell. That was pretty advanced. And you could put the chorus in front of the delay or the chorus after the delay. Whereas I think most processors back then, you had to have the chorus and the delay after the chorus, whatever. It's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter.
Did you have a lot of different amps?
Never. Oh, I had one. The only real guitar amp I ever had, nobody's heard of. It was called an SG. It was from the 70s, and I took over the payments. There was there used to be a music store, Mitch, at York Road and Ridgely Road, where the Giant was. I forget, but he bought it. It was a 4 10-inch speakers, had a built-in phase shifter, and actually at one point, back in the day of like, Who's That Lady? Ernie Isley. If you listen to the song Who's That Lady, the studio version, absolutely killer tone of effects, in my opinion, and great leads by Ernie Isley. And he used that amp. The SG system had a built-in phase shifter, had reverb built into it, and a thing called waveform back then basically just gave you distortion,
Was that stereo discounters?
No, that was not there. Not there. This is like out towards right off of York Road. Right off. Remember where Steak and Eggs Breakfast was on York Road?
I think so.
Okay, behind there was a Giant food, but I forget the name of the music store.
Because anyway, I remember stereo discounters wasn't too far from there.
The guy my buddy's brother was going to give the amp back because he couldn't pay for it anymore. Long history of that, as it turned out, as he got older. But I said, I'll take that amp. And I paid like, I don't know how much a month, with a million percentage interest or some loan company. But, I just wanted the amp. And I got to say hi to,
got to say hi to the ball shredder, Richard.
The ball shredder. Cool dude, okay. That is so cool you gave that guitar to Mitch.
He's just a good dude. I mean, even besides that, he's a good dude. Ryan's, you got some good people in there. Ryan's a good dude. Larry, I have these new people in there. You guys are good people.
Good guitar.
I need more good people in my life. Just really good. But all right, you talk about amps. I think the first real amp I ever got, and it really wasn't the Univox 412, and it had 100 head. I can't remember if it was solid state or tubes. All I know, it was heavy. And it was horrible.
So you had a cabinet. You had an amp head and a cabinet. Wow, real. That's the real deal there, man.
But it wasn't good stuff.
It was loud though, wasn't it?
And I think the first guitar I got was a Univox Les Paul copy, which really wasn't considered. It was considered junk back then, but now it's a
collector's item, right?
Yeah, collector's. I'm looking at now. They're like $900 if you can find one. But and then I had a custom cabinet. I mean, a custom amp. I think that was, I can't remember if that was solid state too, but it had the separate cabinet too. It was like plush, and it only had it had a good clean sound. That was it. And then
wait a minute, Mitch, just a second. Let's discuss this. Is Quentin a good dude or not a good dude?
Yes.
Quentin's a good dude. Okay.
Yes, he is a good dude. People take him wrong.
But he called you a jackass.
Well, I've known it because I've known it for 3 or 4 years. And he's a good dude. People take him the wrong way because he's a comedian. But no, and I tell you what,
anybody's got a personality. Okay.
Look, people buy these picks. He had these picks made, and he's giving them away, and they're not cheap. So he's asking Pete, just give me your address. I'll send you some guitar picks. I
use one pick and one pick only, and I bought those other picks. This is the only shit. It's a big pick, but that's what I was taught on.
I can't find
my buddies. I never took lessons, but my buddies were very accomplished musicians and showed me stuff.
Here we go. He sent me that
Quentin effing James.
years. So he just got a whole bunch of them made up, and they're not cheap. I mean, they add up after a while, but they're good. I like them because they're thick. The only thing I did, I've been sharpening them. I took. Where's my? Man, I can't find it. I talked to.
Did you say hi to Jeff K? Hey, Jeff.
I did not. Hi. Hello.
It's Jeff K, right?
Yeah, hi Jeff. I'm not sure who you are, but they're probably friends or some other people. I can't find.
Welcome to the stream.
I help. I'm very close with Charles Green. I set him up when how to get all of his stuff working, and he's a really very good shredder.
Very good
alternate picker. So he told me get a sharp pick, a pointy pick. So what I did was actually it's one of the ones that
might work for. Yeah, I guess
it does work. Here it is. So I sharpened this is the one Hack sent me. I got a couple different ones. I made it real pointy. And darn if it didn't help me do some funky stuff with it. That's
really what I was taught, that you had to alternate pick, and hammering one and 1-3 was bad. That's why I used my little finger, because one guy.
I mean, I could do even like two notes per string. When you're doing 3 notes, you can go fit. But 2 notes is kind of hard. But even doing some of the 2 notes, it even makes it. I'm still sloppy though. But it does help.
It does help. These guys. This one guy had. Out of high school, had pretty much mastered the Berkeley series of guitar playing, and it's predominantly alternate picking. And these two guys, I became like a disciple of them, and I tried to do what they did and learn. They showed me all these chords that I couldn't tell you the names of them, and I guess there's some type of like the Hendrix chord, but there's other chords. I have no idea. Augmented this or
same here.
5-13 this. I know no theory, and the one guy gave up showing me anything because I wouldn't learn the theory behind it. And the son of a bitch, if he'd just shown me the pentatonic scale,
theory. You just don't know you're playing it. You play by ear, but it's still theory. You know what sounds right.
Yeah,
you know what sounds good. Yeah, or what doesn't sound good.
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah,
because and for me to go back and learn all that stuff, my fingers are too far ahead of my head to learn to play. And I like what I do. I'm basically a pentatonic. I do pentatonic.
No, you do a lot of major stuff. I can tell. You might not know. You're mixing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're doing you're doing the melody.
Yeah. Right.
Your melody.
I'm all about melodic shit. It's cool to be able to do all the fast runs, and I can do some fast runs, but they're nowhere near in this realm of like the shredder and those guys on that one thing podcast.
Don, I saw this. I'm going on YouTube. Things pop up. So there's this 8-year-old girl playing guitar. So I got to see this. Oh my god!
Oh, I watched those.
8 years old I think from Japan or wherever. And
I think I saw that.
Gosh, this is. I'm selling all my equipment. Nah, she's just something unbelievable.
Be the next the female Joe Bonamassa.
Oh, I think she's playing a lot faster than Joe Bonamassa.
He gets a lot. A lot of people don't like it. I think
I do like him. I like
the guy is. He's pretty.
Did you see that interview? Rick Beato interview him.
Nah, I think Rick Beato is a pretty cool dude, but I really can't. His interview style.
Well,
he needs to take lessons from Guitar Hack.
I thought he did good because he lets people talk.
No,
maybe too much. I don't know.
There's something about that Rick Beato guy. He doesn't grab me, but I have nothing bad to say.
Look, you just got a compliment from Janice.
You played pretty good in the 2 videos you collect.
Oh,
thanks, Janice. That was fun too.
I forgot I can do this stuff.
Give me A minor, G to F, and 1, 4, 5 or whatever the progression is, and I'll play all day long.
That's what I like to do. Like a 2 and 3 chord. The least amount, the better for me
Yeah,
too.
I did the two chord the two what D minor to E minor, the two main chords to Low Spark, a High Heel Boys. That's a great song. People should. And the funny thing is that song has no guitar in it. The studio and the live
Mm-hmm.
on the road traffic song. Great tune. But I
Is
love
that,
jamming to those. Thanks, Frank. Give me two chords. I found this. I don't know the name of the backing track channel, but it's B minor to F, and the way the guy it's a phenomenal backing track. And that'll
mm-hmm.
probably be my next video.
A lot of these,
I'll jam the two chords for half an hour here in
a lot of
my
these,
room.
a lot of these backing tracks now, where they would say, "Just give me credit." Now they're saying you got to buy them. I can't. I'm having trouble
I check
finding.
all that out. Yeah, it's like
I have trouble finding them.
Probably the best backing track channel quality. I forget the name of it, but he doesn't let you use his. He states you cannot use these. You have to buy the whole pack.
Yeah.
Well, I get every day when I bring up YouTube, you get all the little box suggestions, all the suggestions for videos to watch. I get because I'm always on. That's all I do is I sit in my room here and I jam the backing tracks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes actually I fired up the Trio Plus yesterday and was getting into that do my own backing tracks on that. But new ones are coming up all the time. So if I like what I hear, I'll sub and hit the bell so I see whatever. And a lot of my unsubscribe.
Quentin, he's so when he plays his stuff, he's so accurate. I mean Ryan too. Those guys are so accurate.
Quentin, are you monetized? He's got 1,000.
Yeah, he is. He is monetized. Yeah.
You got any money from YouTube, Quentin?
Not from the copyright stuff, but he can play things exactly note for note. I still the only time I ever got if I'm playing some other backing track, not because of what I'm playing. That's for sure.
I'm ignoring. Jameson's kicking in, folks. So I've been ignoring the chat here. But they got a good cat. They got a good dialogue going on in the chat. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Mitch really have nothing to say. Any consequent, right?
Well, I thought we'd talk about those. The Podgo and the other thing, and
I might buy one. Maybe I'll buy one. Right for $119. Maybe I'll give the Boston Go thing a.
Are you going to be able to figure out how to use it?
Yeah,
because that does use software.
It has a.
The Podgo you can use without software, but the Line 6 Pod Express. But the other one.
Well, it's got like the Helix Edit thing. I can figure it out once I get it on my laptop.
Well, you know what? I didn't look at a lot of videos. Some people said there was no software. Then somebody else said there was on the Line 6 Pod Express. Okay. I saw this. I saw the software for the Pod. I mean, for the Contana Go.
Push for $119. If I don't like it, we'll give it away on a show one time.
Do that. We could do that,
and then you'll never hear from the MFer again. I love it. Ryan jams to A sharp minor jam. Oh, I can do A sharp minor, B flat minor, no problem. But A minor is my chord, man. I love anything A minor, E minor, because it brings in the open high E string with little tricks.
See, that's the one I. That's the one I made.
This Nightbot thing that just came up at 8:40. Welcome to my channel. Please like and that's you.
That's me. Yeah, I have it set to come up every 20 minutes. Yeah. I can change that too, and I can put other ones in there. But like I said, there's commands you can initiate. Like there's a couple people in here I know they know it way better. I don't know any of the commands.
Yeah. Hey Frank, it wouldn't make any sense for me to get the Line 6 Pod Express because I've got the Line 6 floor, but the Boss,
right?
And
right.
I always had Boss or Roland. Let me tell you something. Roland has. One time I almost bought the Roland Cube, but I said I really don't need that. Larry,
thanks, Larry.
Why is he all dark blue in the chat? In the live, the StreamYard chat, Mitch.
Because I'm highlighting him.
Okay, cool.
But
I see.
you
I'm
don't
looking
see.
on the right, and you're doing it on the left.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you can't see me do it until it pops up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the Boss Wireless. Yeah, right here. But I'll tell you one thing. Anybody else have this?
Nah,
Any better players
the
have the
line 6
Boss?
one broke on me.
Well, these
Oh,
are good. But here's what I find. So you have one, this one here. Can you see that? Is it
here,
somewhat?
let me solo you for a minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So this one here is the one that goes to your amp or whatever. Like I plug this into the Helix.
Yeah,
And then
to
this
the
one just
guitar.
goes into the guitar. This
Right.
one, the charge lasts longer than this one. The charge doesn't last as long on this one.
Oh, really?
What's that all about? I don't get that.
Well, you
I
figure.
like it. It's. Let me tell you something. Get one of the real cheap, whatever Nux, Nux or Nux, whatever it is, Nux, Nux. Um, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, in my opinion. If you're a bedroom or a music room, this is my music room, but it's the greatest thing since sliced bread for
See, I
a
have
music
this.
room jammer because
This is really cheap, but it does the two band thing, but it screws up. It screws up.
well, I don't have to do anything. I don't know about all these bands you have to dial in. I don't. You don't
Well,
have to.
it should do it automatically, but
It does it automatic. This
I
is the Boss. I forget what the name of these are, but they're great. They're not cheap, but they're great.
and
But you can get the
the
cheap
one I paid
ones.
$180 for broke.
Now, if you're a gigging musician, you probably better off with chords because you don't want to have to in the middle of a song take out
Mhm.
your wireless takes a shit, and then you got to pull out chords, and that might not work out so good,
Yeah.
right?
Now,
But I've never been in a band, never will be in a band, so
our friend Paul Lou, who you met
Mhm.
personally, I think he had the G10 Line 6 wireless system. His broke, so and because he was playing live at the time,
Yeah, he does a lot
he
of church
bought
stuff.
he bought a real expensive one, like a $500 some unit, which works great. I forgot the brand name. um,
Oh, Foulfish is in the chat. Hey, Foul, or watching the stream. Welcome to
oh,
the stream, Mr. Foulfish.
oh, I see it. Yeah, I don't know.
We getting any? What's our head count?
15. It was 15. It's
That's
like it keeps
awesome.
it
That's awesome.
slowly,
Going down.
slowly going up. Actually,
Oh, going up. Oh,
yeah.
great.
This I have to check this thing here. Let me
I'm
see
sure
something.
I can chase people away in a minute if I start talking sports. You want to talk about golf? We'll be down to 10 in a minute.
Nah, I mean you've had well up till this week you had some pretty good weather.
Oh, hey, Mitch, I got to tell you something. You know, me and Janet have e-bikes.
Right,
We have the
right.
Rad. Okay. Well, when
Hmm.
we bought them, they only had a 1 year warranty. I thought, but you buy them now, they have 2 year warranty. I thought we had a 2 year warranty. We've had them less than 2 years, and Janet's battery took a crap. Now
Oh
we're
no,
getting a comp because we bought 2 bikes from them. They're giving us a complimentary free battery.
that's good.
It's a bit. It is because guess how much the battery? $400.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, right. Anyway, still have my Katana amp, so looking forward to the Katana Go. Why, dude?
Do you ever use the
Can't you, Frank? Can't you hook your Katana up into
as a
your
he can as
computer
a
and then?
USB or as a USB interface?
But
Yeah.
doesn't he have like Helix Edit or Katana Edit where
Yeah,
you can
they have
manipulate
one.
it?
It's called what was it called? I forgot. Studio something.
I mean, years ago, I used to watch Katana videos.
Yeah, I got
reviews.
videos up when I
They
was using
sound
the
great,
software.
and when you played through it, it sounded good.
Yeah, I
You used
thought
to
it
play
sounded
through the
good.
Katana in
But
your videos, right?
oh
Back
yeah,
when I first, yeah, when I
but
first hooked
the
up with
Helix
you.
has that. You can get that nice stereo sound even if you're not using stereo. You can get that I mean, I just me. I like that that one patch that Eric sent gave me the Boston Pizza. And I use that 90% of the time in some fashion or another. I might tweak it. I have some of tweak a little bit,
Okay,
but
let's
that
stop. Time out for a second. Janice is still in the chat. Good. Hey, Janice, you haven't done a video. When are we going to see your tickling the keyboards? The synthesizer. I have a bad lisp. Synthesizer video. Come on now. And I'm going to leave you a message, a comment on one of your videos with my email address. I want you to email me back. Very important for you. I'm going to
I follow her
I'm
on
going to take
Facebook.
care of my girl Janice. I
I
think I
follow
can
her on
help her out.
Facebook. I can send her your email if you want.
Okay, okay. Never mind, Janice.
I can
Send
if you
her
rather.
my email.
Okay,
And
I'll do
Janice,
that.
when you get my email from Mitch, email me. I want to hook up with you about something.
All right. Yep.
That's my problem. I need help setting it up. Yeah, well, Mitch can help you set anything up.
I could
Mitch
do
is-
other things internally, but not externally. I don't know nothing about amps like you do or pedals, but I can do the fake stuff.
You know more than you think. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll email you. You don't have to do that, Mitch. Okay, Janet, I'm going to email you. Going to hook you up, baby.
I mean, figuring out how to get when I started using these digital effects, figuring out how to get that to stream live was like, oh, in the beginning, how you do it? I'm seeing people do videos. Of course, they weren't live though. And then I started
There's Paul
using it.
Lou.
There's Paul.
Paul Lou living down in sunny Paradise, Tampa area of Florida.
Don, I
really
started,
don't like Paul Lou. I think Paul Lou, he really pisses me off because he lives in such a nice.
Don, when I first started
Okay.
getting these effects,
Right.
I used two computers, two different interfaces. I used to do it that way, and then
What?
that's how I used
What
to
do you
do it.
mean?
Just
How
the
do
out,
you
like
do-
the out from my interface to the other interface to the other computer. That worked.
Really?
Then I could figure out that my computers were fast enough I could do it both on one computer.
Oh.
And then now with all
Is that before you had an actual interface like the Scarlet or whatever?
no, is you had to have an interface. You had to have an
Okay.
interface because I was using Guitar Rig 5 at the time, whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
And but then like if you have loopback, you could get software. If you use some kind of loopback software, and then their virtuality cables will work. And then if you buy some of these interfaces with loopback in it, which my Personas does have it, my Personas IO24, it hasn't. So does my 2i2 Gen 4.
Which
they
one
both
are you
have
using most of the time now? The Personas or the Scarlet?
the Personas.
Personas.
Because I can't turn both computers on at the same time. I got three computers and only two monitors, so I got to switch monitors around. And well, I could do it. I could, but the only thing when you're using the loopback, you can't separate the channels. In other words, let's say you know how I use OBS to record stuff, right? I want to listen. I want to record my mic on one channel by itself, the guitar effects on one channel by itself, and the backing track on a separate channel.
Oh, okay. All right.
If I use loopback, it's going to be on everything's going to be on one channel. I can't separate it. But when I use Lander or virtual audio cables, I can do it that way. I can separate it that way. See, that's why.
Wait a second. Can I ask you a question? Because I'm a little mixed up with this Lander thing.
I know.
Is Lander like OBS or is Lander like
no
StreamYard?
Lander is a plugin used in a DAW.
A plugin in a
it
DAW.
Lets you move that effect, that sound from there to another application, which would be here or OBS.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like okay. It's like
or else you would just get a dry signal, and also I'm using I have NDI plugin will work too. I have that too. But that's
do we say hi to Larry Riker?
Yes, we did early on.
Okay.
And Larry's guitar.
I think I drank my Jameson a little bit too quick, but I'm okay.
Really?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'll sit up a little
Try to
straight.
last for another 9 minutes. We'll be good.
All right, 9 minutes. I can go have a cigarette. That's the hardest thing about doing these live streams, because in our new abode here, near the beach, not at the beach, near the beach, about 8 miles, 9 miles, we don't smoke inside. And if you watch any of this repeat live streams from me and Mitch during COVID at our old house back outside of Baltimore, I smoked like a chimney during these things.
Oh,
I
I
had a
thought you
cigarette in
ran
my
out of the
hand.
house. I thought you ran out of the house then too, the old one. I couldn't
No,
remember.
no, no. Don't,
Okay.
dude, I'd be sitting up in my music room, up in my
Yeah,
upstairs room, puffing away like a
Oh, that's right.
chimney.
When you put it up for sale, you didn't do it anymore. I
Yeah,
think.
after we put it
Yeah.
up for sale, quit smoking
That's
in the
right.
house. Yeah, that was tough.
I
That was
got you.
tough.
Well, I mean, I know my sister-in-law and her husband both smoke. Both cancer survivors, and they still smoke.
Now, see, let me tell you, I might. Who knows? I read something one time that said just about everybody, because of all the stuff we eat and drink and all the chemicals, we all have cancer in us. It's just a matter whether it comes out and whatever. But if they tell me I have cancer, I probably will stop smoking and try to live maybe another 6 months or a year. I don't get it.
Anywho,
So what are you going to buy? If I buy the cheaper one, and I'll send you $50, I'll buy the
why would you? Why would you send me? Why would you send me? I don't
so that
need
you
any
don't, because
money.
I'm going to leave you to buy the more expensive one. I'll send you 50
I
bucks.
don't need any money.
You buy the Pod Express. I'll buy the Katana Go.
See, I'd rather have the Go, because I probably.
Well, I'm not. We'll both buy it.
Because we both still have the is if it's going to sound similar to what we already have, right?
Yeah,
we already have the Helix.
I'm not going to buy. I don't want the Pod Go because I've got a Line 6. I don't.
Right, same.
The thing that's got me intrigued about the Katana Express is the couple videos I watched, or they said that the factory presets were pretty good, and they played through them. And they sounded good, but don't be deceived by it really bothers me. The people that are going to watch, and I'm reading all the comments of all the videos I watch. I always read the comments. Yeah, this thing, it plugs into your guitar. It plugs into your guitar, like this thing, like my wireless thing. That's it. And then it's got the skinny headphone out jack. Like, your headphones have the skinny thing, or you can put the adapter on one of these things,
and then you can plug that. You can use that
for quarter inch. But people said, I'm buying it. Well, they're waiting. There's a backup. All these guys are doing videos, so the whole world's trying to buy these things. So they're going to run out until they do the next run of them. But they're not going to sound the way those guys' videos. First of all, they're much better guitar players than you or I are. Okay, except for some of these guys are very good and that have shown up out of nowhere that I don't know. Okay, but their equipment that they use and their headphones and their cable, everything they use is better for the most part than what we have.
Hello, James.
Smoke and drink till almost 100. Hey, I like that argument because my grandfather, on my dad's side, smoked Camel non-filters until he was age 90 and decided, I don't feel like smoking anymore. Not because the doctor told him to or he had to. He said, I don't feel like smoking anymore. It killed us because that was what we gave him at Thanksgiving, at Father's Day, at Christmas. We would take a carton of Camel non-filters to my grandfather. We would give him a shirt. The poor bastard when he died, he had a closet full of shirts that we gave him.
Wasn't George Burns?
This is
Wasn't he
back in
God?
this is
Wasn't
back in the
George Burns
70s.
God?
Yeah.
He played God in the
yeah.
movie,
Oh,
right?
George
Yeah.
Burns was one of the greatest of all time.
I just
man.
remember him on Johnny Carson all
Smoked
the
a
time.
cigar. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Probably smoked cigarettes when he wasn't smoking a cigar. But anyway, so hopefully I have a lot of my dad's side of but unfortunately I tend to favor my mom's side of the family,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't have quite as long a lifeline. Except my grandmother did live to be like a 98 or 99. I forget.
See,
That's
there's
the
the other
Pod
thing.
Express. Now to me, the more impressive of the two is the Line 6 Pod Express. There's a lot of things. Basically, what you have there is a mini Helix.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of great sounds in there, but it's pretty complicated. The learning curve on this is extreme as far as to be able to adjust everything. You got amps, you got cabs, you got delay, you got reverb, you got chorus, flange, phase, different types of distortion, probably from fuzz to just overdrive. But it's from the few videos that I watched, I did a little homework because Mitch surprised me with
Yeah.
But it's just cool. I like that, Mitch, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad you did look into it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
there's an 80,000.
Prepared. I'm the co-host of this show.
I think anybody that's got like 10,000 subscribers, they must have sent them to them because everybody you look at they're doing a review.
Look how small it is. That thing, probably cost them $20 to make.
Right.
On an mass assembly line level. But why not? Because they're apparently everything's backed up. If you read the comments on the reviews of these things, I put it in, but it's on back. I put an order in, but it's on backup. I think there's more backups on the Katana thing because it's so much cheaper.
I read one. Guy,
folks, for $120, if you just want some multi effects,
this guy was running
Katana. Good.
This guy, I think you would know. I can't remember the username, but I used to follow him years ago when I had my Boss Katana. He got this one, the Boss Katana Go, and he was having issues, but he's on a Mac. He would get the static, and it would just stop with having to do it.
Well, he's on the dark side. He should go Windows. He should go Windows. Come on, what?
That's the only issue I saw, but everybody else was on Windows. But
I was talking to a buddy today. He's on his phone wasn't working or something, but he was talking to me on his computer, and he's on the dark side. Apple, I tell you, Apple. If I would have started on Apple, I would be like,
oh yeah, if you started on Apple, you'd still be on Apple.
But I never did, and I'm not switching over. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm
Microsoft
Windows. That's me. That's all I know.
When I boot up my Mac Mini like once a month, just update it. I never use it anymore, and I don't hate it. I don't know. It's just something about it. I just like the way the flow of Windows. It makes more sense than what's
Mitch,
even though they're still similar. They're very similar, but
Mitch, you know how slow and thick I am with all this technology stuff.
Yeah.
And we hooked up probably about 5 years after. I don't know, maybe 10 years. But what got me into computers and internet and all was me and another guy. It was an over 40 baseball league. And the guy that was running it couldn't run it. So him and I took over, and I was treasurer. And we were trying to recruit people, and we were doing a lot of stuff online. And I didn't even know how to copy and paste. This guy taught me how to copy and paste, and I learned more. And then you showed me so much more stuff that the couple times you've been in my computer and show. But I still don't know how to bring up some of the stuff that you helped me set up.
Well, it's hard to do it.
I can't access it. I can't access it. The shortcut thing. And,
if we're in person,
folders. I've got folders. I don't even know how to access.
I'll have you all set up. Well, BB Made. Look, you're saying
BB Made. Hey,
once you go back, you never go back. Well, I did go back. I
And
never
James
left.
Miscellaneous. Hey, James Miscellaneous. Let's give him. We got to answer. Go ahead.
Right.
What were you saying?
I got 2.5 years ago. BB made. I got a Mac Mini M1, 16 gigabytes RAM. It's fast as anything. It's probably faster than my 4 or 5 year old Ryzen 7 computers, and
What's that?
but
No,
it's
I'm
just
kidding.
I don't know. I just keep on going back because I'm using this. I mean, I got it for Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro, playing around with them. But I still like Reaper better. I like DaVinci Resolve better. I mean, they do the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I did go. I don't know. Just
Hey, Mitch, let me ask you a question. If we do the what's the team leader? What's the team
Team
viewer
Viewer,
thing?
Team
Okay.
Viewer.
If I delete all of the Zoom drivers that I have for this, where is this guy for this goddamn thing? My
You can install and
my
reinstall them
my
again.
unused. Okay, yeah. Can you get in my computer and install those drivers?
Yeah, but that thing you're having you see that thing has more settings than anything I.
The problem I have is that Reaper and this don't hook up.
Well,
I can't use it. I would
I
be
think
using Reaper by now, and I would have learned how
see
to
if I
mix a
almost bought
video.
that just to learn how to use it. The thing is, it has a lot of different. You got different buttons you have to turn on and off. Most of these other interfaces don't have it
Well,
for
then
that.
how about I mail this to you? You figure it out, and then mail it the goddamn thing back
I
after you
don't want you to
figured it
spend.
out.
It's going to cost. This will probably
I
cost
don't give a
$30
shit.
to mail it.
I'll pay it. I'll
I
pay
don't
that.
know.
I spent $160 on this goddamn thing.
Yeah, I think they're more than that. I think like
Well, at the time
179
that
or
I
something.
got it, at the time that I got it, I've had this thing for 3 years. I can't use the goddamn thing because Reaper will not like when I get into Reaper and you know it's there, but it won't recognize it.
Just buy a new one.
I'm not buying it. I bought this thing. I spent almost $200
Well,
on this thing.
the new ones, the Gen 4, the Scarlett Solo,
I don't want
they
Scarlet.
have loopback built into it.
I've got this. It's got It's got
It doesn't have loopback though.
well, it's got everything goddamn else. It's got S diff. It's got what is
Yeah,
S
I'm
SP diff?
I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. You just
Standalone audio interface. It's got so much shit. I wish it worked. Okay, BB Made says I've always had PCs built several, but got tired of fixing. Hated Mac geeks telling me to go Apple. Once I finally did, I was happy. There you go. All right. Hey, Nelson Rodriguez, what's happening, my groovy friend from California? Nelson, have you done any jamming? Don't you play? I can't. I got to go back to your channel. Nelson, do a video, dude. Well, BB Made, I'm glad that's the dark side, and you agree.
I had trouble BB mate when I would update something on the Mac. It was crazy. Something didn't work. I have to do all the stuff to get it to work again. I mean, to me, you have the same amount of issues.
Hey,
No,
Mitch,
yeah.
because it's so small. Highlight James Miscellaneous' last comment.
Oh,
There's a guy at my job you'd run circles or handling tech. Then I feel bad for that guy. This guy won't even read sentences I put in his help ticket for IT.
it is. Some people just. I mean,
BB, unfortunately, there's a lot of assholes like myself and that guy.
I gotta say hi to Randy's Jam Cave.
We don't mean to be.
By.
Brody, what is going
Brody.
on?
I
It's
said
Mike,
Randy.
I think.
Brody,
I think he's Mike. Well, it's Brody, but I think
it's Brody.
Mike.
I meant this.
Hey guys, if you're not a Shredmeister, you might. If you are a Shredmeister, you might not appreciate it. But if you're just an average Joe player, then go to Rhodey's Jam Cave, his channel. Those guys, man, I am so jealous. They're down in the basement and they do cover songs. They got 2 guitars, a lead singer, a bass, and a drummer. But hey, Mike, Brody, I have not seen the bass player play his what's the guitar that Hack was just talking about? They don't make anymore. Firebird, the Firebird bass. I
Oh,
haven't seen the Firebird bass in action. What's going on with that? Yeah, Larry, I love you to death, Lars guitars, but god damn it, Apple. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with
no,
you?
he's totally Apple.
My wife's sister-in-law, she's like, said,
I mean,
you should go Apple. I don't want to do Apple.
Almost every business is not going to use it. They won't use Apple.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, because it would work, but almost every. But what they do use Apple for is for Final Cut Pro or Logic. The main.
No, I have a confession to make. I wish I was an Apple guy because GarageBand is probably one of the coolest things on on computers.
Yeah, it's pretty. You would like that. It's pretty easy.
I would.
Comes with a lot of stuff.
That would replace my Trio Plus.
It's definitely easier. I would say definitely easier to use than not that Reaper's hard, but it's pretty easy.
There's a thing you can get. I think it's about $100. I probably should get it, but I don't feel it's like a learning curve, and I got to learn all called Band in a Box, which is very cool. There's a guy
that's really good.
That's really good. There's a guy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Go ahead and talk for a little bit and highlight.
I used to be Nelson. I used to be pretty good, but I feel off big time. But maybe I should break out an amp and cable and get down to business. Start playing. Play,
man. Come on. Band in a Box here. I'll find this guy.
Oh no.
What? Henry Clark. There you go.
No.
This guy. If this guy really, Henry Clark is his name. His YouTube channel. Henry Clark Senior, something, whatever. But he's got the Band in the Box thing down, and I almost pulled the plug. But I said, you know what? I've got enough crap. I don't need to. Took a big hit during the 2022 crash or whatever it was, and put too much money in this house we live in. So my spending days are over.
I do
donating this and that and giving away this and that. It's all over because
I do like Final Cut Pro. I mean, I did like that a lot actually. The video editor on my Mac. That's nice. That's good.
So Rick says he'll be able to collaborate on both. Oh, well, there you go. All right, that's cool. That's why Windows for Business anyway. Okay, what are Active Directory Azure and all that stuff? Oh man, you're talking. I have no idea what you. I don't even understand any of that.
All right, we're over an hour, Don. We're like an hour and 10 minutes.
Good, because I need a cigarette. And God bless all you people, especially all these new names you.
We had 17.
Wow.
I think I had 17 in
there. There you go.
Time.
Almost back to prime time. Almost back to the old days.
Yeah.
Appreciate all you folks being in there, Janice. I will reach out to you eventually. It won't be tomorrow, or it might be tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to help you out a little bit. So everybody be groovy. Mitch,
thanks for stopping in and wasting time with us.
Absolutely, yeah. Because we basically, for the most part, talk about nothing.
Right. We talked about a little bit.
We covered some ground tonight, I think.
Oh, hello, sister. Usual. My little sister's in the chat.
Oh my God! Gee. Well, you came in a little late, but
she was
Mitch,
probably
I'm out of here.
All right. See you guys later.
I'll call you in a couple of days.
You need to call me. You need to call me. I have to talk to you about something.
Oh, okay. I'll call you later tonight. All right. See you.
All right.
Bye.
See you.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks.
Night.